Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Lockard Insurance, Buckeye Construction and Restoration, SF Restoration, Steel Isle Construction, Strickland Sales, McWilliams Funeral, the Patio Grubs and Suds, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce, DDF Seamless Gutters, Precision One Masonry, Spring Street Sports, and Corrine Smith Photography. Are you in the market for a reliable and affordable used car? Look no further than Wheels and Deals, your trusted used car lot right here in Pomeroy, Ohio. Located at 308 East Main Street, Wheels and Deals is your one-stop destination for quality pre-owned vehicles. We've got a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more, all waiting for you to take them for a spin. At Wheels and Deals, we understand that finding the perfect vehicle can be challenging. That's why our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you every step of the way. We'll listen to your needs and budget to find the right car at the right price. So don't hesitate and contact us today at 740-992-4443 or visit us online at www.wheelsanddeals1.com. True fans know that success in basketball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. We're proud to support companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. If you want to protect your home, auto, farm, or business, you want Ohio Mutual on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.
All right, welcome everybody to Jim Dare Court. I'm Michael Gray. Alongside me is Bub Norris, who's currently out right now, but it is senior night here tonight for the Golden Rockets. So I'm going to watch these introductions and listen in.
Sammy plans to attend Ohio University in the fall and major in theater. She'd like to thank her mom and dad, me, mom, Paul, and all of her teachers and coaches for all the support over the last 4 years. Fans, Sammy Cottrell. Next is senior whistler Jenna Bain. Jenna is whistled tonight by her mom and dad, Bill and Donna Bain, and brother Brody. Jenna will earn her first varsity letter in wrestling this year. She plans to enter the National Guard after high school and then enlist in the Air Force. Jenna thanks all her teachers, coaches, friends, and family for all of their support. Fans, Jenna Bain. Next is senior cheerleader Aaron Bateman. Aaron is the daughter of Taylor and Jody Benson and Randy and Tyler Johnson. This school tonight, parents was Paisley Johnson and Sophia Johnson. Aaron earns her first varsity letter in basketball cheerleading this season. She plans to attend Marshall University and major in social work. Aaron would like to thank her friends, families for always supporting her and pushing her to do her best. Fans, Aaron Bateman. Next, senior cheerleader Paige Brown. Paige is escorted tonight by her parents, Brad and Candy Brown. Paige is a member of the National Honor Society and Interact, along with being a two-time letter winner in cheerleading and 3 times in track and field. Following high school, she plans to attend Ohio University to major in human biology and become a physician assistant. Paige would like to thank her parents for coming to every away game so she didn't have to ride the bus home. Fans, Paige Brown. Next is senior Caleb Kite. Caleb is escorted tonight by her parents, Terrence Jolly and Matt Jolly, along with grandmas Vicky Gilman and Nancy Kite, and sister Layla. Caleb is a 2-year varsity letter winner in cheerleading, a member of the TDC All-Academic Team, as well as National National Honor Society, Interact FFA, and is a CCP student. After high school, she plans to attend Ohio University for sports management and marketing. Kayla would like to thank her parents, coaches, teammates, friends, boyfriend, family, and God for all their support. Fans, Kayla Kite. Next, senior cheerleader Jasmine McWhorter. Jasmine was escorted tonight by her parents Jamie and Leah McWhorter, along with sister Jade McWhorter and brothers Cam and Memphis McWhorter. Jasmine is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and a senior representative. After graduation, she plans to attend Ohio University for speech pathology. Jasmine would like to thank God, their family, friends, and fellow cheerleaders for all of their support. Fans, Jasmine McWhorter. Next is senior cheerleader Belle Moore. Belle is escorted tonight by her parents Kevin and Nathan Moore and her sister Jasmine Moore. Belle is a 4-year letter winner in cheerleading, along with senior class vice president, EPA regional officer, National Honor Society, Student Council, and Interact. After graduation, she plans to attend Coastal Carolina for political science to become a lawyer. Belle thanks the cheer team for being her best friends, her parents for always supporting her, and her sister for always being there for her. Fans, Belle Moore. Next senior is Cameron Warmerdorf. Cameron was escorted tonight by her parents Adam Warmerdorf, Brittany Warmerdorf, and Jennifer Childers, along with Chloe and Lindsay Warmerdorf, Preston Childers, and Xander Urban. Cameron will earn her 3rd varsity letter in basketball cheerleading this winter. She is also a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Cultures Club, and a CCP student at Riley Grant. After high school, she plans to continue her education in diagnostic sonography at Ohio State, Marshall O'Reilly. Cameron would like to thank God, the support system, boyfriend, friends, her dad for being the ultimate cheer dad and the biggest supporter of the cheer team. Fans, Cameron Warmerdorf. Next senior cheerleader, Macy Warmerdorf. Macy is escorted tonight by her parents, father Eric Warmerdorf and mother Mandy Harris, and stepmother Carly Warmerdorf, along with sisters Isabel Warmerdorf and brother Samuel Warmerdorf. Macy is a 2-year letter winner in basketball cheerleading and a CCP student. Following high school, she plans to further her education in pre-med in hopes of becoming a dermatological surgeon. Macy would like to thank her parents for always showing up and supporting her no matter the distance. Her sister for always being the best role model, and lastly to her cheer team. Thank you for all the memories. I love you all. Fans, Macy Warmerdorf. And now for our senior boys basketball. Our first senior is Will Briggs. Will is escorted tonight by his parents Joe and Laura Briggs and brother and teammate Wes Briggs. Will will earn his 2nd varsity letter in basketball this season to go along with 4 varsity letters in golf and 2 in baseball. He's been named to the TVC academic team every season in which he has led and has been named All-TVC in golf 4 years in a row. After school, he plans to attend Ohio University to become a high school math teacher. Will would like to thank all his friends, parents, brothers, grandparents, coaches, and everyone else who has supported him on his journey. Fans, Will Briggs. Next senior is Bennett Yernachek. Bennett was escorted tonight by his parents Michael and Rachel Yernachek. Bennett was an All-TVC and All-District performer for the Golden Rockets football team this past fall. Following graduation, he plans to become an electrician. Vinton would like to thank God for all his blessings. His mom, dad, Michaela, Emma, and Dakota for always loving him, and his coaches for always believing in him. Fans, Vinton, you are my champ. Next is senior Connor Lambert. Connor is escorted tonight by his parents, Rachel Ash and Jamie Lambert, and his sister Jade. Connor will earn his first varsity letter for Wellston this winter. Following high school, he will attend Ohio Christian University and play baseball and major in education. Connor would like to thank his mom and dad, grandparents, and his entire family for always being there for him. Additionally, Connor thanks his coaches and teammates for an enjoyable senior season. Fans, Connor Lambert. And our final senior of the night is Michael Weber. Michael was escorted tonight by his parents, Shane and Stephanie Weber, along with his brother, Braden Weber. Michael will earn his first varsity letter in basketball this year and is a four-time letter winner in football for the Golden Rockets. After high school graduation, he plans to attend the Ohio University for Sports Management. Michael would like to thank his family and friends for supporting him, and his coaches and teammates for giving him an awesome first basketball season. Fans, Michael Weber. Basketball game for the blue and gold tonight. And our senior cheerleaders perform on the home court one last time. All of our seniors would like to thank their parents, grandparents, family, friends, classmates, coaches, and you, the fans, for all the support this season and over the last 4 years. Wellston High School and the athletic department would like to thank all our senior student athletes for their hard work, commitment, dedication, and leadership throughout their athletic careers. We wish you all a great remainder of your senior year and much success in college and your chosen career field. Fans, let's give our seniors a great round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wellston Golden Rocket Basketball here on BMG Media for the final contest of the year here at Wellston High School for the boys as they are hosting the rival Vinton County Vikings. And the Vikings coming in tonight, Michael, obviously with a terrific record and another Tri-Valley Conference tonight. And I was thinking as we was coming up here this evening for the ball game, Rockets going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, the Vikings come into this one 16-5, 11-0 in the conference, having beat every TVC team by 10 points or more so far this season. Of course, Vikings were picked heavy on early to be the favorites in the league, and they proved why. Tremendous basketball team. And they've got a chance to do a lot of things that some TVC teams have not done in the past. But, of course, standing in their way is the Rockets, who pulled out a triple overtime thriller right here on this court last year. So they're going to have their hands full, no less. But crazy things have happened, and we just seen it last year, so you never know.
For sure. Hey, we want to recognize the seniors here real quick, if we can. Their last home game here this evening. Number 2 is Michael Weber. He's a senior. Then number 12, Bennett Yadernacek. And then number 54, Will Briggs. And number 55, Connor Lambert. Those are your seniors for this evening for the Golden Rockets. Again, the Rockets are going to have their hands full here tonight with a very loaded Vinton County Viking basketball team as they come in already. Tri-Valley Conference winners. Michael, great crowd on hand tonight. Yeah. Rockets fans came out in big support tonight, as well as the Vinton County Vikings. The Vikings always travel well.
Yeah, the Vikings do travel well, of course. That's good to do. They're trying to watch some history, an undefeated TVC championship. They would be the first team since 2013, 2014 Athens Bulldogs with that Joe Burrow, Lerman brothers.
Who?
Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
I'm pretty sure that's
that
13 and 14. That might be a year before him. But nonetheless, they'll be the first team since them and only the third team in TVC Ohio history to go undefeated in conference play in both football and basketball. So their fans traveled well, coming out to see a little bit of history. And it's nice to see. Be honest, this gym is massive, and it's good to see the top stands rolled out. It's been a little different for us.
Both mezzanines rolled out on both sides.
I don't think I've seen that since they hosted the regional or sectional finals that they did here with the boys a few years ago that we covered. It's great to see. I like to see it's great atmosphere, good Friday night. So,
again, you're listening to Golden Rocket Basketball here on BMG Media. We're going to take a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
True fans know that success in basketball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. We're proud to support companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. If you want to protect your home, auto, farm, or business, you want Ohio Mutual on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.
Welcome back once again, Rocket fans, to Wellston High School. You're listening to Golden Rocket Basketball here on BMG Media as the Golden Rockets are hosting the rival Vinton County Vikings from up the road. Just real quick, before we go any further, we want to make sure that we announce the Lady Golden Rocket seniors as well for this year. Number 2, Haiti McGuire, and number 13, Kimmy Aubrey, and number 21, Allison Kilgore, number 23, Madison Potts, number 33, Sammy Cottrell, and number 55, Lauren Cheatham. For the senior cheerleaders, we're going to run down those for you real quick. Erin Bayston, Paige Brown, Kayla Kite, Jasmine McWhorter, Belle Moeller, Cameron Wimmeldorf, and Macy Wimmeldorf. And it is hard to believe, as we already mentioned, Michael, that those kids are seniors already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goodness gracious. You know what that makes me and you now.
Yeah, I'm officially old now. These kids were kindergartners when I was a senior, so officially old at this point. But we'll take just a second just to not to leave the Vikings out. We at least have their senior basketball players. That's going to be Matt Embry, Owen Heyer, Ashton Tritipo, Aiden Woodgeard, Parker Schonborn, Ian Moeller, David Holsinger, and Garrett Brown. So didn't want to leave those guys out as we're announcing all these
Ashton Allman.
And Ashton Allman. Thank you. I'm glad you mentioned that. So don't know how you could forget the big fella underneath Ashton
already
Allman.
signed Division I letter of intent to play college football, Division I already. So that's pretty exciting for he and his family.
Yeah, been a tremendous athlete for the Vikings in his career, which he's honestly one of those guys that you're like, he hasn't graduated yet? Like,
yeah, really. Get on through the system, man, right?
He's been through here a while, but he's just a tremendous athlete. So it goes that way when guys get their starts when they're freshmen or sophomore. They get to be year 2, year 3 starter, and you're like, what in the world is going on? Is this kid never going to graduate? So, good for him. Glad. Actually, the Vikings, they had several kids sign letters of intent to play football, Ohio Dominican, Wittenberg, they've had a tremendous run of athletes, well coached. by T.J. Carper on the football field, well coached by N.J. Kite here on the basketball court. So Vikings fan have a lot to be proud of here lately when it comes to athletics. So
exactly. What to expect out of the Rockets tonight? Well, number one, you're going to have to handle the ball because the Vikings are going to come at you from every angle. We had the privilege of watching the Viking-Jackson game last week, and the Vikings were able to come out victorious on that. And very impressed with the Jackson basketball club as well. Very young.
Yes.
Coach Max Morrow doing a terrific job in Jackson with his group of kids as well. Very young ball club. But the Vikings just proved to be too much. They cover the floor very well in their press defense, and they run their offense very well. And you cannot key just on one player for the Vikings. All of those kids can score. So defensively, the Rockets are going to have to bring their A game actually on both sides of the court, offensive, defensively. And looking at that, anticipate maybe Michael Yadernacek to start tonight as a senior. Has been giving the Rockets some really good minutes defensively and putting some points on the board.
Yeah, he's a high motor guy. Of course, he's the same way on the football field when he's playing defensive end. High motor guy, really works hard. He's going to out-hustle you. He may not be more athletic, but he's going to out-hustle you. And that's what he does out here on the basketball court. And he'll be somebody I look to get on the floor, along with Brenton Moon, who's been another high-energy guy.
He's been a pleasant surprise of late down the stretch for the Rockets.
He's been very nice to see. He's coming along nicely as a player. He's a junior, so they'll have him back next year. But, yeah, I'm interested to see how this one goes. Of course, the Vikings are a whole different breed when it comes to basketball. And speaking of their game against Jackson, they'll actually have a rematch against Jackson in sectionals at Jackson, I believe. So that seeding work out to where those guys will play each other again, and that should be quite the atmosphere down there in Jackson.
Absolutely. And also expect a lot from Josh Jackson this evening. Another sophomore. Again, the Rockets are young here this evening. And Wes Briggs, who broke the freshman scoring record the other night for the Golden Rockets.
Yeah.
Tremendous, great size kid, but loves to play the outside game with his size. Shoots the rock very well from three-point range, and so you'll see a lot out of him. And Will Briggs, rather, I'm sorry, his older brother, the senior that'll be starting. He's one guy. You'd love to see him be able to play football when he was in high school, but basketball and baseball was his thing. He's a cat for his size that loves to get all over the floor.
Oh yeah, great kid. I had the privilege of coaching him in baseball for a couple of years. A fantastic kid. Works really hard at what he does. Of course, unfortunately for him, maybe little brother kind of making his own legacy here so far in the season. Of course, speaking of Wes, but Will, terrific guy, great senior. Look for him to have a very bright future outside of sports and outside of school. But, yeah.
Again, we were talking, shifting over to the Vikings side of the ball, again, loaded. They're starting – I mean, they can go 2-3 deep on the bench and come off the bench and play very well. So, again, the Rockets don't have that depth, and they are very young, so it's going to be interesting. Again, Rockets last year was last year. This is a whole new year. The Rockets are really, really, really going to have to play their best game of the year, just, in my opinion, just to be honest, to stay in this thing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier, Michael, Vikings very well coached. Coach Kite sat under Coach Combs for years and years and years and years and years, and picked up a lot of those things. And he just picked up right where Coach Combs left off.
There was no stop. There was no drop. He just keeps the Viking basketball train chugging along that they've had since, 2002, 2003, going under Coach Combs. So just tremendous team. And he's a great guy. Speaking to him outside of sports, good dude. But, yeah, Vikings, if I'm being honest, they're looking playoff run. I think they're really looking to at least make it to the combo, if not make a deep run at the combo.
And could do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
With all the talent there.
They're 12 or 13 guys deep, to be honest. So, tremendous team. You got, Hayden Reynolds, who just is lights out from beyond the arc. And Ian Moeller, who can jump out the gym if he wants to. Actually had a big-time dunk against Wellston the last time they played. And these are just, these guys aren't starters. And that's impressive. I mean, they'd be starters on, probably all of the TVC Ohio teams.
And one player we can't leave out of this mix either is he's one of their best players. And we're speaking of Garrett Brown. for the Vikings as well. Shoots the ball very well, plays hard, rebounds well, and does all the things that you want a player to do. So,
absolutely. 1,000-point scorer.
Interesting thing last night, Michael, was over to Alexander watching a girls' game, and as I was observing officials for the Southeast District, I ran into one of my all-time favorite coaches, Coach Howie Caldwell from the Trimble Tomcats.
Great coach.
Great guy. We stood and was able to reminisce for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'll share this with you real quick. Obviously, for 30 years of officiating, I've got all kinds of stories to tell you. But we were standing there talking about, and I asked him if he remembered a situation that we had at Eastern Megs. And some things, we've become pretty good acquaintances with coaches all over the Southeast District.
Yeah.
And he was just giving me the business. I missed a travel call right in front of him, which was the worst place to miss a travel call. But I just missed it.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I just missed the call, and I said, "Hey, Coach, relax, man. I missed it. Well, you got to give me one." I said, "No, we don't play that game. I missed it, and we're just going to leave it go." About 3 or 4 trips down the floor, he was still riding me like everything, and I just gave him the stop sign and said, "Coach, enough." Well, in the meantime, his best friend was sitting across the court and was also giving me the business. And that's one thing I wouldn't listen to fans very often. So I heard enough of him, so I gave him the gate, and he was jawing me all the way out the door, and Howie was giving it to me at the same time. Here's the point of the story is normally we would get away from a coach in a situation like that. But
Right.
John Jackson was officiating with us that night at Eastern Megs, John Jackson from here in Wellston. And he said, "Bub, go ahead and get away from him." I said, nope, you go right back where you came from. Next word out of Coach Caldwell's mouth, he's mine. We both died laughing right there on the court last night. And they were just some great memories that we've had with coaches all across the district. Coach Caldwell and Coach Combs, my point being, Coach Combs would rank right up there with some of the top 2 coaches that's ever coached the game in the Southeast District.
Yeah, and speaking of Coach Combs, finished his career 333 wins. So Coach Kite to catch up with him just needs about 300 more if he gets this one. So,
and it's funny, we've looked around. We watched a lot of teams around the district. Your school systems kind of go in cycles with players and kids, and you just wonder, is Vinton County's ever going to dry up with their cycle?
No, at least not in basketball. They've got a well-ran program from the time that they're old enough to walk. They've got them shooting basketball. A lot of travel teams, a lot of good coaches all around Vinton County. It's quite impressive to see. Definitely interesting that they've been able to keep it going this long. But to be honest, looking at them through the junior high and through even younger than that, I don't think the train's going to stop anytime soon. I think everybody's going to have to step up to try to catch up to them instead of waiting for their fall. So,
what we can expect tonight for the Rockets are going to have to come out tonight right out of the gate playing well and probably look to break the press right off from the start. If I know Coach Kite, I would think he's probably going to get right after it, right from the tip. And so the Rockets are going to have to handle that well. Devin Barnhill is going to have to play very well tonight. All of your 5-6 players are all going to have to step up their game tonight against the Vikings as it's senior night here at Wellston High School. Well, right before we get started this evening, we're going to send it back to a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back right after these messages.
True fans know that success in basketball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. We're proud to support companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. If you want to protect your home, auto, farm, or business, you want Ohio Mutual on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual. Thank you to Corrine Smith Photography for allowing us to use her photos for our Player of the Game. Mention seeing this ad to her and she will include a complimentary 8x10 photo. Contact Corrine today to schedule a session at 740-688-9928.
Welcome back once again, Rocket fans, to Wellston High School here at Coach Jim Darrow Court. It is senior night as the Rockets are hosting the Vinton County Vikings. We're about a minute and 20 seconds away from opening tip here tonight. Again, the Vikings come in here this evening riding another TVC championship, another terrific record. And Rockets are going to have their hands full tonight as hopefully Coach Briggs has the troops all ready to play, because we're expecting the Vikings to come out clicking on all cylinders, and the Rockets are going to do have to do exactly the same thing.
Yep.
Again, a packed house here tonight at Coach Jim Darrow Court here at Wellston High School. Both mezzanines pulled out here on both sides of the court. And we see Coach Max Morrow walking in the building here as he's going to take another look at the Vikings. He went down to defeat from the Vikings last week at Vinton County. So he's going to try to maybe try to get a few more pointers here tonight.
Yeah, and to be honest, that Jackson team was coming off back-to-back games. So they had some tired legs. They felt like that was a game they should compete in. And a lot of people felt like they should have, but you could see the slog of the season kind of wearing on their legs a little bit. So it'll be interesting when they go back down there. I can see why he's here tonight.
Folks, we're getting ready for the national anthem to play or to be sung here in just a moment. And while that is happening, we're going to set our headset down and listen to the national anthem. So we'll be back. Stay tuned right here with us as the young man, Mr. Mason, is going to be singing the national anthem for us once again here tonight. So stay right here with us while the national anthem is being sung, and we'll be back here in just a second. Stay right with us.
To honor America, please stand and kindly remove all headgear for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight performed by Wellston 6th grade student Mason Gilman.
Oh, say can you see by the dawns of the light what so proudly we hailed, that the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was our man Mason Gillum singing the national anthem as he does at most home games here for the Golden Rockets. Again, it's the final home contest here for the Rockets here on senior night as they host the Vinton County Vikings. We do have another veteran crew on hand here this evening to referee this one. It ought to be an interesting matchup, Michael. Both teams are going to be playing hard. You know, you can throw record books a lot of times out the window, but again, the Rockets are really going to have their A game tonight.
Yeah, I think the big goal is when you talk about the atmosphere, obviously things can sometimes get heated when you get a rivalry game like this. So hopefully this veteran crew handles that well. But I think once you get settled into the game, that stuff kind of goes out the window and becomes just about keeping up and trying to make something happen that most people aren't expecting to happen tonight.
Anticipate, all seniors starting for the Rockets, with the exception of one. I see Josh Jackson on the bench and Long on the bench for the Golden Rockets.
Which makes sense. I think we only got 3 seniors. So.
The Vikings starting lineup is going to be number 2 is Matt Hembry. He's a senior. And number 3 is Owen Heyer. He's a senior. A 6'1" senior, number 5, Cobra Sharp. Correction, he's a junior. Number 34, Ashton Allman, the senior. He'll be starting at center for the Vikings. And then number 21 to round it out for the Vikings, and that would be Garrett Brown. For the Rockets, as they just turned the lights out on me, so I can't see my sheet. Michael Weber will be starting. He's a senior for the Rockets. Number 11, Rylan Long will be the starting guard for the Golden Rockets. Another sophomore for the Rockets, number 20. Josh Jackson, he'll be playing that power forward for the Rockets tonight.
That'd be Justin Jackson.
Justin, I'm sorry. I'll hear it from his dad and mom for sure. And then Bennett Yadernacek at that number 4 spot offensively. And the other man in the middle, number 54 for the Rockets, is Will Briggs. 8 minutes is on the clock. Lights are back on, and we're getting ready to get action underway here once again at Coach Jim Darrow Court here at Wellston High School. Yadernacek and Allman will be in the center circle to tip it off tonight.
We got a light show.
As we get the lights, hopefully get them all back on here in just a moment. There we go.
There it is.
Camera, lights, action. Here we go. Official blows his whistle and we're underway. Long comes away with it for the Rockets. Kicks it to Weber in the right corner, out top to Will Briggs. Fakes a 3. Passes inside. Rockets turn it over. Number 3 comes away with it for the Vikings, and that's Heyer. Heyer kicks it ahead to number 5, Sharp. Brown from the corner and drains a 3, and just like that, Vikings on top. 3-0 as anticipated. They come out with a 1-2-2 zone full court press. Justin has the ball, passes it ahead to Yadernacek. Yadernacek bounces it off of Brown. Allman comes away with it for the Vikings. Back to Brown. He brings it up the center of the court with 7:15 to go in the first. Brown kicks it over to Heyer. Back out top to number 5. That's Sharp. Sharp to the corner to Hembry. Hembry to Allman down on the right corner. Back to Brown. Looks at another 3 from the corner. Make it 2 in a row. Just like that, 6-0. Long with the ball on the right side, trying to break the press. Justin kicks it ahead to Yadernacek. Yadernacek under the basket, no good. Rebound Allman. Kicks it ahead to Sharp. Sharp stops at the 3. Brown's got the hot hand, takes a shake and bake to the baseline, loses it. Out of bounds, going to stay Viking ball. 6:34 to go here in the first. Garrett Brown comes out and hits 2 threes right off the bat for the Vikings.
Wes Briggs comes into the game.
Sharp with the ball. Good ball handler out top to Brown. Pops another 3 from the top. Make it 3 in a row. Well, he has the first 9 points for the Vikings tonight. Long back over to Wes Briggs. Brown comes away with a steal. He takes it all the way to the basket and gets fouled hard. He'll go to the line to shoot too. 6:09 to go here in the first. Vikings on top already. 9-0 on Garrett Brown. 3 threes.
Yeah.
His first shot, no good. Viking or Rockets are going to have to get a hand in the face of the shooters tonight. Can't give them clear looks. Second shot, no good. Long comes away with it for the Rockets. Pushes it up the court, kicks it to Jackson in the left wing. Back out top to Will Briggs. Rockets yet to get on the board. Trail 9-0 early. Will looks at a three from downtown. Shot no good. Rebound Yadernacek. Back out to Long. He's going to pop the three from the corner. He nails it. From the three-point line, foul line extended. Rockets on the board. 9-3 your score. 5:35 to go in the first. Sharp with the ball out top for the Vikings. Kicks it over to Hembry on the left side. Skip pass across to Brown. He's going to pull the trigger on another three. Missed that one. But it rattled around and just bounced out. Hembry for three. No good. Rebound Wes Briggs. Kicks it ahead to Long on the left side. 5:10 to go in the first. Long looks at a three. Shuts it to Jackson in the left corner. Jackson back out to Will on the right side. Shot in the air. No good. Yadernacek comes away with it. Bounces it off a Viking out of bounds, and it's going to stay Rocket ball.
Heads up play by Bennett there.
Again, Bennett's really come on the end of the season here, mid-season for the Rockets, given the opportunity and stepped up, has been playing pretty well for the Rockets.
Absolutely.
Passed along on the left side. He looks at it, guarded by Allman. What a mismatch. Skip pass over to Jackson on the left wing. He looks, going to take it to the rack. Passes it to the corner to Will. Will inside to Yadernacek. Yadernacek back out to West for the three. Nails it. Make it 9-6 game. Again, West broke the freshman scoring record the other night.
Yeah.
Over to Brown on the right wing.
I think that gives him 280 on the year.
Inside to Higher. Back out to Sharp for the three. No good. Battle on the board. Shot up. No good. Fight for it underneath. Briggs comes away with it.
We call it a jump ball there.
Official steps in and says, hey, boys, chill out here this evening.
No, that's what we talked about. There's going to be a lot of motion as this game gets going.
Good job by the official stepping in and calming things down there. Sharp with the ball in the right wing. Looks at Brown in the right corner. Sharp's going to pass it over to Higher. Higher down into Allman. Back out to Brown. Looks at a three. Backs his man down. Shot goes up. No good. Rebound Allman. Foul on the play. No basket. It's going to put, actually it'll be Viking ball on the baseline. Yep. .403 to go in the first. 9-6 your game. Back out to Brown. Looks at a three, passes on it. Back out to Hembry. Over to Sharp. No good. Rebound Yadernacek for the Rockets. Skips it ahead to Jackson on the right side. Back out to Long. 3:44 to go in the first. Will Briggs with the ball on the left wing. Looking at his brother Wes inside. Bass passes it to him in the left corner. Pass to Yadernacek under the basket. Skip pass back over to Jackson on the right side. He's going to pull the trigger on three. No good. Yadernacek fighting for it, and it's going to go out of bounds off of his foot. Viking ball.
And they're going to need that effort from Yadernacek all night, as he's just everywhere underneath the basket right now.
The athleticism of the Vikings is just so hard to match.
Yep.
The Rockets being young and still haven't been able to, let's just say, match that type or see that type of athleticism because of their youth.
Yep.
But so far, Rockets holding in there. 9-6 so far with 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes to go here in the first. Pass over to Higher. Back, yes, he still has it out top. Over to Sharp on the left wing. Brown's going to pull the trigger from the corner. No good. Jackson comes away with it for the Rockets. He's going to stop and pop from the foul line. No good. Brown, nope. Yep, Brown comes away with it for the Vikings. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. 9-6 your score. Over to, back to Sharp on the right wing. Back over to Hembry. Higher, I'm sorry. Brown pulls the trigger again. No good. Off of Allman's head.
Whoops.
Long comes away with it. Jackson guarded by Brown. Briggs to long. Step back, shot. And he nails it. Make it a 1-point game. 9-8 your score with 2:20 to go. Rockets just hanging around, Michael.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be a runaway there for a minute, but Rockets have come back on an 8-0 run, bringing this back within one.
Sharp over to Higher, I'm sorry. Brown with it in the corner, back out to Higher. Over to Sharp. Nice move to the paint, kicks it over to Brown in the corner. He drives the baseline, puts up a shot, and we have a whistle on the play. Here's where the game's going to be a factor, Michael, for the Rockets. Rockets are not going to be able to commit fouls because of just lack of depth on the bench, and that's just because we're so young.
And that's actually Bennett's second foul already, so giving him a rest, bringing in Brenton Moon, who's another guy who's played really hard.
Yes.
But here comes the experience part of that, right?
Exactly. Brown spin move to the paint, blocked by Long. Sharp with it, pretty physical under the basket. Allman takes it to the rack, and wow. I would think, that's pretty physical under there, I'll tell you. Allman to go for the line for an old-fashioned three.
And they're going to call that foul on Will Briggs.
Again, foul trouble is something the Rockets
need to be very careful
going to have to stay out of tonight because they don't have enough depth on the bench.
No.
Allman's shot on the way. He rattles it down. Make it 12-8 with 1:42 to go here in the first quarter. Vikings stay in that full court 1-2-2 zone press. Get it out of the corner. Yep, that's what you don't want to do. Reynolds in the game for the Vikings. Tripped on the play by
Brenton Moon.
By Moon. Minute 31 to go here in the first. Vikings on top, 12-8. And the Vikings go to the line with the new rule change with free throws. Yeah. Rockets already with 5 fouls in here in the first quarter.
So he's going to get 2 shots here.
First one, no good. Hayden Reynolds to the line to shoot the second shot. It's on the way. It is good. Minute 31 to go, 13-8 your score. And we have a timeout on the court, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll be back right after these messages.
Are you in the market for a reliable and affordable used car? Look no further than Wheels and Deals, your trusted used car lot right here in Pomeroy, Ohio. Located at 308 East Main Street, Wheels and Deals is your one-stop destination for quality pre-owned vehicles. We've got a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more, all waiting for you to take them for a spin. At Wheels and Deals, we understand that finding the perfect vehicle can be challenging. That's why our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you every step of the way. We'll listen to your needs and budget to find the right car at the right price. So don't hesitate and contact us today at 740-992-4443 or visit us online at www.wheelsanddeals1.com.
Welcome back to Wellston High School. Coach Jim Darrow Court, Michael Gray, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight as the Golden Rockets are hosting the Vinton County Vikings. Michael, this is what we thought it would be. We thought the Vikings would come out in a full court press. We thought this game would be physical, and both of those things have come to play here.
Absolutely,
early.
And the Rockets have actually done a pretty good job of breaking that press until that great play by Reynolds for Vinton County. Stick a hand up in a big passing lane. But here we go. They're going to keep the pressure.
Now they're going, I believe, full court man-to-man, going to trap him in the corner. Rockets still come away with it. Jackson's going to push it up the court on the right side under heavy pressure by Hembry. Gets it back to Long. Over to Will on the left side. Back out to Long. Looks at a three. Backs it out again to Will Briggs on the left wing. Guarded by number 11 there, and that's a Hayden Reynolds.
That is Parker Schomburg.
I'm sorry. That is correct. I'm looking at the wrong line. Briggs takes it to the rack. Going to call a foul on the play. Again, the official talking to all players involved.
Yeah. Just trying to get them to just relax a little bit.
Vikings will have the ball out on the end line with a 1:01 to go here in the first quarter. Trailing 13-8 to the Vikings. Back out top to West. He pulls the trigger from 3.
Hits it.
Oh, my. Thank goodness for the home rims, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh? Make it a 2-point game, 52 seconds to go. 13-11 here in the first quarter. Sharp with it out top. Passes it underneath to number 12, and it's blocked. Yep. Be real careful, son.
Little too excited.
And Dad jumps up to his son and said, "That will be enough." And he'll come out of the game for that little. Nope, Jackson's coming out. That's kind of surprising. Okay. Sharp taking the ball out of bounds. Looking to get the ball inbounds. He loses it. It's on the floor. Will comes away with it. Passes it away to Long. 34 seconds to go. West with the ball out top. Kicks it over to Long. Skip pass over to Moon on the left side. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bounce pass inside to Yadernacek. Yadernacek comes away with it. And we have a timeout on the court with 14 seconds. I'm not sure which coach called it. Let's see.
Looks like Wellston. We'll be back after this.
Okay.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Lockard Insurance, Buckeye Construction and Restoration, SF Restoration, Steel Isle Construction, Strickland Sales, McWilliams Funeral, the Patio Grubs and Suds, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce, DDF Seamless Gutters, Precision One Masonry, Spring Street Sports, and Corrine Smith Photography.
All right, bub.
We're back here live at Wellston High School. Coach Jim Dericourt, 2-point ball game, Michael. Let's be honest, a little bit surprised. Rockets are giving it everything that they have to stay in this thing, and they're playing hard, playing with emotion. Everybody's leaving it on the court, and we knew that's exactly what they would have to do just to stay in this thing so far.
Absolutely, and they're doing just that, but at the same time, it's going to be the big thing if they can keep it up in the second, and if they do, can they come out and after halftime with the same type of fire where usually you sometimes see that separation start to happen.
And stay out of foul trouble. Jackson to the paint, passes back out to Long. He pops a 3, going to be short. Rebound Vikings. Looks like Heyer comes away with it. And that'll do it for the first quarter. So we're going to take another break right here, folks, at the end of 1. It's the Vikings 13 and the Rockets 11. We'll be back right after these messages.
Are you in the market for a reliable and affordable used car? Look no further than Wheels and Deals, your trusted used car lot right here in Pomeroy, Ohio. Located at 308 East Main Street, Wheels and Deals is your one-stop destination for quality pre-owned vehicles. We've got a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more, all waiting for you to take them for a spin. At Wheels and Deals, we understand that finding the perfect vehicle can be challenging. That's why our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you every step of the way. We'll listen to your needs and budget to find the right car at the right price. So don't hesitate and contact us today at 740-992-4443 or visit us online at www.wheelsanddeals1.com. Thank you to Corrine Smith Photography for allowing us to use her photos for our player of the game. Mention seeing this ad to her and she will include a complimentary 8x10 photo. Contact Corrine today to schedule a session at 740-688-9928.
Welcome back to Wellston High School. It's the Vikings 13 and the Rockets 11 here at Coach Jim Dericourt. Rockets will take the ball out to start the second quarter action. West Briggs gets it into Long. Back over to West. Skip pass over to Will in the right corner. Rockets come out running a set play right out of the bat, turn it over.
Yep.
And Sharp comes away with it for the Vikings. Behind his back to the center of the paint.
Long
comes away with the steal. He pushes it up the floor quickly. Back out to Will. He's going to shoot the NBA 3 off the glass from straight away. No good. Yadernacek with the rebound. Justin with it out top. Justin Jackson looking inside. Pass over to Ryan Long on the right side. Back out to Wes Briggs on top. Brown governing him. Back over to Long on the right wing. Bounce pass into Will Briggs. Jackson with a clear look from 3.
Hits it.
Nails it. Rockets take the lead. 14-13. Sharp with the ball out top. Brown with a 3 from the other side. No good. Rebound Sharp inside the paint. Makes a nice move underhand. Scoop and score. Back on top of the Vikings. Back across. 15-14 your score. Skip pass ahead to Briggs. Will Briggs. He takes it to the rack. Takes a shot. No good. Going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Michael, we said it coming in tonight. Rockets are going to have to play the best game that they've played all year, really just to stay in it. Let's be honest, okay? Because of the talent level of the Vikings. Rockets hanging right in there, folks. 6:35 to go here in the first half. Will's first shot is good. We're going to tie it up at 15. It's almost like one of those things in a football game. You're just waiting for the Vikings to explode at any minute, right?
Well, it can happen.
Second shot, no good. Rebound, Brown. Sharp comes away with it. 6:25 to go in the first. First half, that is. Rockets staying in a man-to-man defense. Allman with it under the basket. Shot, no good. Yadernacek comes away with it. Long with the ball. Kicks it over to Wes Briggs out top. Guarded by Brown. He loses it, gets it back. Passes over to his brother Will. Pass to the corner to Justin. Justin looking inside. He's going to drive the paint. Reverse spin. Does another move. Loses it. Back out to Long. Looking at a 3. Wes has at the top the key. Drives the paint with a foul. And going to send it to the baseline to take the ball out of bounds. Hembry back in the game for the Vikings. 5:50 to go in the first half, and we're all tied up at 15.
Yep.
Jackson taking it out, inbounds to Will Briggs. Let's see what the official calls here. He does not have a dribble. He takes it, and they give it to him.
That one. Nope, we got some. Yep, going to have to get those two separated for just a minute.
Good piece of officiating there. That's what you want an official. Good veteran official will do that and step in and break up the noise, and he done just that. Long with the ball out top. West with a downtown NBA shot, no good. Long tips it back inbounds. Ahead to Reynolds. Ahead to Higher to the backboard.
Oh,
out of
Wellston.
bounds. Out of bounds. Rocket ball. Energy level has just gone through the roof here so far tonight.
Yeah.
Long with the ball. 5:25 to go in the half. Kicks it back out to Justin. Back to West for the 3. Shot in the air. No good. Rolls around. Rebound Vikings. Reynolds away with it. Kicks it over to Brown. Brown to the baseline. Shot. No good. Rebound Allman. Backs it down.
Travel.
Energy level and emotional level is through the roof here this evening. 5:07 to go in the first half, and we're still tied up at 15.
This is where it's a little touchy here. It's okay to get emotional, be high energy, but you can't let that affect how you're playing the game technically.
Moon back to West Briggs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right out of bounds. Again, due to the depth factor, the Rockets just don't have a whole lot of depth.
No, they actually had to sub Brenton Moon in for Ryland, who is the #1 ball handler for the Rockets. So Brenton in a little out of position moment there.
Hembry with it, back out to Brown. Brown to the center of the paint, back over to Hembry from the right side. No good. Rebound, Allman. Goes up, shot, and score. And again, fouls are going to be a factor for the Rockets.
Yeah. That's Will's second foul here in the first half.
Allman goes to the line for the old-fashioned three. 17-15 your score. And an old-fashioned high school shootout here tonight at Coach Jim Darrow Court. Folks, you got another whole half of basketball to play here.
Yeah,
so,
hopefully it's just as intense.
Yeah, Rockets hanging around so far. Allman's shot, no good. Rebound, Will Briggs. Ahead to Justin Jackson on the left side. Stops from the foul line.
Okay,
Called an offensive foul on the play.
he used that forearm pretty heavy there.
Brown with it in the paint.
Stolen.
Oh, wow. Brown comes back away with it. This is not your typical Viking team, I can tell you, folks.
Which the Vikings have started slow a few times this year. They started a little slow down at the alley in Alexander against a really bad Alexander team, then turned it on in the second half. And kind of seeing the same thing so far.
It will be Viking ball out of bounds.
Yep.
It is really physical under the basket. Brown for a three. Nails it. 20-15 your score.
Rockets need a basket here.
Make that 12 points. Well, a little more than that for Brown here. We'll add him up in just a moment. Long with the ball on the left side.
Now that is 12 for him tonight.
Back shot, no good. Rebound, Allman. Ahead to Brown. Blocked by Long.
Going to be Rocket ball.
Off of Schonborn's foot. The most physical game I've seen played this year.
Yeah, they're letting them play.
At some point, with a heated matchup like this, the whistles are going to have to be blown. Long with the ball, kicks it over to Jackson. Back over to Long. Gets it across half court. Never pick up your dribble, son, in the corner. West with the ball.
And foul on Brown.
That's going to bring Hire back in the game for the Vikings.
Yep.
With 3:05 to go in the half. 20-15 your score. Vikings
Hembry
on top.
coming out.
Wheel under the basket, shot up, spin move, score. 20-17 your score, just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Reynolds with the ball out top for the Vikings. Over to Brown. Brown inside to Allman. Back to Reynolds for the three.
Can't leave him
Nailed
open.
it. 23-17 your score. West pulls the trigger from three. Nope, going to say two.
Foot was right on the line.
23-19 with 2:25 to go in the half. Reynolds over to Brown. Looking to Hire under the basket. Back out to Schonborn. Schonborn over to Brown. He pulls a three from way downtown.
Hits it.
And drains it. Vikings are going to take a timeout with a minute 59 to go in the half. It's the Vikings 26, the Rockets 19. We'll be back right after this.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Lockard Insurance, Buckeye Construction and Restoration, SF Restoration, Steel Isle Construction, Strickland Sales, McWilliams Funeral, the Patio Grubs and Suds, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce, DDF Seamless Gutters, Precision One Masonry, Spring Street Sports, and Corrine Smith Photography.
Back here at Wellston High School, Coach Jim Darrow Court. Michael Gray, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you your action tonight. Rockets so far, Michael, have hung in there. 26-19, your score in a very heated, high-spirited first half.
Yeah, they've hung right in there with the Vikings, and that's tough to do. Like I said, the Vikings have started slow one other time. That was against Alexander down in the alley. They ended up pulling away in the second half, but the Rockets' effort right now is through the roof, and it's going to have to stay there to keep competing like this.
Vikings starting back out in that 1-2-2 zone trap, full court press. Long with the ball, skips it over to Justin Jackson, gets it across half court, back over to Long, back up to Briggs up top. And, going to get him with an offensive foul on that one. That's going to be the problem the rest of the night, is that's going to be Will's third foul on the night.
That's dangerous there.
Vikings are going to pull it out, run a little offense. The Rockets are going to set back in a 1-2-2 or a 2-3 zone trap themselves. Inside two, got to be a foul, fellas.
It's going to be Rockets ball.
Long with the ball with a minute 20 to go in the half. Rockets trailing 26-19. Pass ahead to Jackson. Jackson back over to Long.
Yeah.
Minute 10 to go in the half. Justin takes it out. Gets it into West Briggs on the left side. Briggs guarded by number 12. That's Moeller. Long with the shot, no good. Rebound, number 12 comes away with it. Again, that's Ian Moeller. Again, Reynolds drives the paint, and West with a foul in the paint.
Yep, that's West's first foul. Honestly, glad they called it on him and not Will, as both of them are right there tied up.
Barnhill in the game for the Rockets. So you have Long, Jackson, Yardernacek, Barnhill, and West Briggs. Reynolds' shot is up, no good. Barnhill comes away with it. Kicks it over to Justin. 45 seconds to go in the half, 27-19 your score. Pass over to Jackson on the right side. Back out to West. West inside to Yardernacek, turns it over.
Forces it.
Kicks it ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds is going to take it to the rack, and it scores, almost blocked.
Mm.
17 seconds, 10-point game. Vikings slowly creeping away from the Rockets here.
I was just about to say that.
Again, handling the ball, the Rocket pressure. Reynolds comes away with it again. And he scores. And that'll do it for the half. And that's just what the Rockets did not want to do, Michael.
Yeah.
Right before the half is to make a couple critical turnovers before the half and put the Rockets down now by 12.
Absolutely.
So,
Hayden Reynolds was just huge off the bench there for the Vikings. I think he just came out and scored 6 of his 9 right there in the last minute and 10 seconds. So that was huge for the Vikings.
we are at the half. 9:53 to go here in the half. It's the Vikings 31 and the Rockets 19. We'll send it back to a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back right after this.
Fans know that success in basketball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. We're proud to support companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. If you want to protect your home, auto, farm, or business, you want Ohio Mutual on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual. Are you in the market for a reliable and affordable used car? Look no further than Wheels and Deals, your trusted used car lot right here in Pomeroy, Ohio. Located at 308 East Main Street, Wheels and Deals is your one-stop destination for quality pre-owned vehicles. We've got a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more, all waiting for you to take them for a spin. At Wheels and Deals, we understand that finding the perfect vehicle can be challenging. That's why our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you every step of the way. We'll listen to your needs and budget to find the right car at the right price. So don't hesitate and contact us today at 740-992-4443 or visit us online at www.wheelsanddeals1.com. Thank you to Corrine Smith Photography for allowing us to use her photos for our player of the game. Mention seeing this ad to her and she will include a complimentary 8x10 photo. Contact Corrine today to schedule a session at 740-688-9928.
2, 1.
Welcome back here to Wellston High School. Coach Jim Darrow Court. Michael Gray, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you the action tonight here from Wellston High School. Michael, a very spirited rivalry matchup here tonight. 31-19 at the half. It's the Vikings on top. We spoke about this earlier before we came on the air and during the pregame tonight. Rockets were going to have to play a flawless half just to stay in this thing. They've done that very well up until about 3 minutes to go here in the first half, and then the wheels just kind of fell off the bus there late at the end.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job, of course, especially weathering the storm from Garrett Brown there with those 3 threes right at the beginning of the game. But they kept the intensity up, but like you said, the wheels started to fall off the bus as they went into halftime. Hayden Reynolds came in off the bench, did a fantastic job just lighting the fire, scoring, I think, 6 of his 9 there in the first half, right there in the last minute or so.
It's been a great game. Something that we've talked about so far in the first half. Depth is an issue for the Rockets, and fouls are an issue for the Rockets. Right now you have Will Briggs with 3 fouls, and you have Yaronacek with 2 fouls. Going to be an issue down the stretch here in the second half. Yeah,
they're going to have to play the game of who can we put in at what time. At this point, foul trouble is already hurting the Rockets at this point. So I got a crazy guy trying to write on my notepad here.
We're at halftime here at Wellston High School. You're listening to Golden Rocket basketball right here on BMG Media as you're listening to the Wellston Golden Rocket marching pep band right now as they continue to perform here at the halftime show.
Yeah.
And we're going to take it back to another word from our sponsors, and we'll be back, folks, right after these messages.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Lockard Insurance, Buckeye Construction and Restoration, SF Restoration, Steel Isle Construction, Strickland Sales, McWilliams Funeral, the Patio Grubs and Suds, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce, DDF Seamless Gutters, Precision One Masonry, Spring Street Sports, and Corrine Smith Photography.
Welcome back here once again, folks, to Wellston High School. Coach Jim Darrow Court, again, Michael Gray. I'm Bub Norris bringing you Golden Rocket basketball here this evening. It's the Vikings on top of the Rockets by 31-19 here at the half. Michael, we spoke about it, and it's been an issue. Fouls are an issue right now so far for the Rockets. So arguably your best player in foul trouble right now against the Vikings.
Yeah, he's got, I don't have it in front of me, 3 fouls?
3 fouls.
3 fouls in the first half, so definitely not where you'd like to see him be this early in the game. But Rockets are just going to have to adjust, and hopefully they can squeeze something out and continue to be competitive. In my honest opinion, the goal is to be competitive at this point. If you're competitive by the end of the game, you never know what could happen. But
we spoke about this in the first half. You're just sitting back waiting for that Viking explosion. And we saw a little bit of that late there in the second quarter for the Vikings. So talented. You have 3-4 guys that can handle the rock very well.
Yeah.
Then you have the great defense and hard play by Reynolds. And then, of course, Garrett Brown busting like 4 threes here in the first half. A very spirited first half. Guys, a lot of banging under the basket. And the officials had to step in a couple times in the first half to kind of calm things down, which is rightfully so. Officials do, and then honestly, I mean, they're just letting them try to play through some stuff, and they got pretty physical.
I don't know if you folks at home can see it as well as we are as in person, but they are being really physical. Allman and Briggs, Will and Allman have been going at it.
Now, they've been
all
saying,
night
"Hey, where are we going out to eat after the game?" I don't think that's the case tonight.
No, I do believe down here when they got into it, I believe the ref got in between them, kind of said, "Hey," and I believe I'd seen Allman mouth, "Hey, sorry, we're just getting a little hot," and I seen Will, kind of say the same thing back. So hopefully they're calmed down and they don't get into a tussle out there because it's been intense between those two.
Pretty spirited first half. Expect nothing less the second half. As again, Jadranacek has played well for the first half of the Rockets. Handled himself very well on the defensive side of the ball. I'd like to see him get some of the scoring action going. Of course, Wes and Will are your two main shooters, and then Long has had a really nice half of the Rockets.
Yes, he has.
The first half, handling the ball, distributing the ball where it's supposed to be, and hit a couple threes himself. So, going to be an interesting half. This thing is, again, the Vikings are just the type of team you just saw them kind of late in that second quarter, inch away. Now they've made it a 12-point ball game right now. And the Rockets are going to have to fight just to stay in this thing. Yeah,
coming out of the half is always big. I feel like you see it a lot in high school basketball. A game that's maybe not supposed to be so close is close to the first half, but then they come out at halftime, and the team that's playing on emotion and effort kind of maybe gets a little tight back there in the locker room during that 10-minute break, and then the team that's supposed to pull away really does in the second half. Of course, we don't want to see this. I like this game. Regardless of the outcome, I want to see it be competitive through 4 quarters of basketball, which would be a tall task for the Rockets, but I believe they can do it with the way that they're playing tonight. So
let's take one more quick break. Word from our sponsors before we get second half underway. You are listening to Golden Rocket Basketball here on BMG Media.
Are you in the market for a reliable and affordable used car? Look no further than Wheels and Deals, your trusted used car lot right here in Pomeroy, Ohio. Located at 308 East Main Street, Wheels and Deals is your one-stop destination for quality pre-owned vehicles. We've got a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more, all waiting for you to take them for a spin. At Wheels and Deals, we understand that finding the perfect vehicle can be challenging. That's why our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you every step of the way. We'll listen to your needs and budget to find the right car at the right price. So don't hesitate and contact us today at 740-992-4443 or visit us online at www.wheelsanddeals1.com.
We're back here at Wellston High School. Coach Jim Darrow-Court, Michael Gray, I'm Bub Norris, bringing you second half action of Wellston Golden Rocket basketball as they're hosting the Vinton County Vikings tonight. 31-19 your score at the half. Rockets hung in there most of the half, had some late turnovers there in the second quarter, which allowed the Vikings to pull away. And the Rockets will start out with the ball here in the third quarter. And they're going to have to try to narrow this lead down pretty quick because the Vikings will come right back at you. Vikings going to go start out in a man-to-man defense. Allman against Will Briggs out top. Pass over to Long on the right side. Looking under the basket, Long. Back out to Yadernacek. Yadernacek back to Long. Back to West in the corner. Ooh, got away with the travel there. Long with the ball, skips it over to West. West looking inside to Yadernacek. Back out to West. Back out to Jackson. Jackson guarded by Allman. Going to pull the trigger from 3. Bingo. Just like that, Rockets score 3, 31-22 at the 7:10 mark here in the third. Hembry with the ball, back out to Brown. Inside to Allman. Allman spin move to the basket. Shot, rolls around, no good. Struggle under the basket. Back out to number 5. That's a 3-point shot, no good, and that was
Over Sharp. Got lucky there. He's deadly from outside.
Jackson with the ball for the Rockets. Back out to West. Pulls the trigger from 3. He's short on that.
Nothing.
Going to be out of bounds. Back to the Vikings.
Dad not too happy about that shot there.
Yeah, Vikings just loaded with guard and forward play.
Yeah.
I mean, they just run this thing to perfection. Brown with the ball, back out to Higher to Sharp. Bingo from the foul line. I mean, that's just textbook. 33-22 Vikings. Jackson with the ball, skips it over to Long. West comes away with it, passes to Yadernacek under the basket. Jackson takes a look, drives the baseline, runs into Allman under the basket, back out to Will, back over to Long on the left side. Shot, puts the 3 down. (33-25), Rockets hanging around. Hembry with the ball, passes over to Sharp. Back over to Hembry, inside to Allman. Allman to the rack, shot, and now we're going to have a foul. Going to send Allman to the line while this mess settles down a little bit.
Yeah.
5:30 to go here in the third. Allman's first shot. No good. Moon in the game for the Rockets. Will Briggs goes out.
Briggs with 4 fouls. I think I seen the 4 flash up there before they took him out.
Second shot. No good. Battle for it. Brown comes away. Sharp back to Brown. Brown takes it to the paint. Shot up, and he scores.
That gives Brown 17 on the night.
Vikings stay in the press. Yadernacek with the ball. Skips it ahead to Moon. Moon ahead to West. West drives to the paint. Shot no good. Yadernacek back up and scores on the putback. And Pastor Jay, a little excited down there in the corner.
He settled himself back down there.
Back to an 8-point game. Bennett goes to the line for the old-fashioned 3. And he sinks it. Back to a 7-point game, 35-28. Rockets hanging around,
yes,
folks.
they are.
Sharp over to Higher, to Brown, to Sharp. Skips it over to, they're moving it faster than I can announce it. Brown, spin move, back to Sharp. Got away with a double dribble there. Sharp with a great pass to Allman under the basket and score. 37-28. Staying in the half-court trap. Long gets it back out. Get it out of the corner, son.
That's
Worst place in the world to be.
I'm going to say it.
Ooh.
A lot of bodies on the ground. Just want to stay with the Rockets. I don't know about that one, but here we go.
Wes Briggs takes it
got a
all out of
timeout.
bounds. We have a timeout on the floor.
Full timeout. We'll take a quick break.
We will do that.
We'll be right back.
True fans know that success in basketball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. We're proud to support companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. If you want to protect your home, auto, farm, or business, you want Ohio Mutual on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.
We're back here at Wellston High School. Coach Jim Darrow-Court, Michael Gray, and I'm Bub Norris bringing you your action tonight. And it's a spirit-filled ball game here
yes,
tonight.
It is.
37-28, your score. Vikings on top of the Rockets, but a little bit surprised. The Rockets coming out here tonight, playing their guts out.
Yeah.
Vikings doing the same thing, but the Rockets just playing well enough to stay in this thing.
They're hanging around, and that's part of it. Said, let's be competitive through 4 here.
Jackson with the ball out of bounds. Inbounds to Long. Get it out of the corner. Double dribble, and he got away with one. And throws it out of bounds. Those are the types of turnovers a young team makes.
Yep.
I mean, that's all you can say. The more experience the kids get, the better they will get at not turning the ball over like that.
So here we go.
39-28 your score. Jackson with the ball on the right side. Back out to Wes. Looks at a three. Drives the paint. Going to shoot the shot. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Allman. Kicks it ahead to Higher. Higher takes it to the rack. And he's going to be fouled by Briggs. Wes Briggs.
Wes Briggs, yep.
And that's going to make...
Going to set him down. Probably, nope.
2 fouls on him on the night. That'll put Higher to the line for 2 for the Vikings. First shot is up. It is good. Reynolds back in the game for the Vikings.
Going to bring Briggs back, or Will Briggs back in, and sit Moon.
Second shot, also good by Higher. Long with the ball, kicks it over to Yadernacek. Back over to Long, but it goes out of bounds.
So 13-point game here. Vikings have slowly pulled away in the last couple minutes.
41-28 your score. Get it out of the corner. Kicks it ahead to Jackson. Jackson brings it up center court. He passes it underneath Yadernacek. Long comes back away with it. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Brown for the Vikings. Ahead to Reynolds. Over to Sharp. Sharp drives the paint. Back out to Reynolds. Looks at a three. Passes on it. Sharp drives to the paint. Back out to Brown for the three. The shot, no good. Rebound. Rockets come away with it. Yadernacek. 2:55 to go in the third. 41-28 your score, Vikings. Jackson with the ball. Over to Will Briggs. Will with the fader. Score. 41-30. Sharp pass out, back out to number 11, Schonborn. Back out to Sharp for the three. It's good. 44-30, 14-point game. Jackson ahead to Yadernacek.
Well, sent that one to the second row.
Be a good time right here for Coach Briggs to burn a timeout, kind of settle his troops down a little bit.
Yeah.
Couple turnovers the last trips down the floor. 2:04 to go to third. Rockets trail now by 14. Vikings pulling away slowly here. Reynolds out top. Rockets going to set back in the zone. Back out top to Schonborn. Sharp for three, no good. Rebound, Yadernacek. Long with the ball.
And that's a
Team control foul. That's going to be three now on West Briggs. So the fouls are mounting up on the Rockets.
little bit emotional there.
Reynolds looks at a three. Nice pass under the basket. He's going to get fouled and score. Higher with the finish.
I think the Vikings have settled in here.
Well, they have excellent ball movement.
Yeah.
They move the ball around very well out top, around the top of the key. They penetrate very well and have great vision in the paint to disperse the ball to the open guy. And that's proven to be the fact here the last 3 or 4 trips down the floor. Make it a 17-point game now. Vikings pull off the press. They're going to go man-to-man at this point. Minute 15 to go in the third.
Yeah. At this point, I think Coach Briggs needs a timeout, especially if the Vikings score here.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Viking ball with 1:02 to go. 47-30 your score. Schonborn into Higher. To Reynolds.
That's
Nope,
Schonborn.
I'm sorry, Schonborn with the putback. 19-point game. Just like that, it shifted really quick.
Yeah.
45 seconds to go in the third. Will with the ball. Foul line extended. Backs his man down. Shoots a floater again. Going to shoot two. Going to be fouled by Reynolds. With 30 seconds to go. 49-30 your score. Vikings. First shot, it is good. Got a sub at the table for the shooter. That'll be Barnhill at the table, getting ready to come in for the Rockets. Briggs' second shot, also good. That'll put Will to the bench with, I believe, 4 fouls.
4 fouls, yep.
With 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 49-32 your score, 17-point ball game. Sharp with it out top. And they're just going to be content running the clock. Why not? Sharp splits the paint. Held ball situation. It'll stay Viking ball with 3.5 seconds to go here in the third. From the corner, no good. And for the third quarter, Vikings pull away. 49-32 the score at the end of 3. We'll be back after these messages.
Are you in the market for a reliable and affordable used car? Look no further than Wheels and Deals, your trusted used car lot right here in Pomeroy, Ohio. Located at 308 East Main Street, Wheels and Deals is your one-stop destination for quality pre-owned vehicles. We've got a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and more, all waiting for you to take them for a spin. At Wheels and Deals, we understand that finding the perfect vehicle can be challenging. That's why our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you every step of the way. We'll listen to your needs and budget to find the right car at the right price. So don't hesitate and contact us today at 740-992-4443 or visit us online at www.wheelsanddeals1.com.
Welcome back here to Wellston High School. Coach Jim Darrow Court. Michael Gray on Bub Norris bringing you Rocket basketball. Rockets trailing the Vikings 49-32 right now as we get ready to start fourth quarter action here. Been a great ball game for a half, Michael, but the second half, the Vikings' experience and talent just really has taken over.
Yeah, not that we didn't expect that at all, but you gotta take your hats off to the Rockets. Pure effort is what they had to have, and they've done it pretty much through 3.5 quarters. And after a while, it does get pretty hard, especially when you don't have a deep rotation of guys.
You have some guys in foul trouble that have to be on the bench for right now. Jackson with the ball on the left side. Back out top to Jadrnicek. Jadrnicek over to Moon. Moon looks inside, back out top to West. Over to Long on the left side. Inside to West. Backs Sharp down. Shot goes up. No good. Rebound, Ullman. Again, freshman, he'll learn. By the time he's a senior, he'll be able to finish that play.
Yep.
Sharp to the rack. No good. Blocked. Goes out of bounds. Stays Viking ball. Just started fourth quarter action here. Back out top to Hembry. For a three. 52-32, 20-point game. Vikings back in the full court man-to-man, what we would call token pressure. Moon back out top to Jadrnicek, over to Long. Looks inside to Briggs. West taking it to the rack, shot. He'll go to the line to shoot too. .652 to go in this one. Vikings pulled away. West of the line, first shot is good. Second shot, also good. The freshman with 8 points tonight. 6:50 to go in this one. 52-34 your score. Vikings. Sharp with the ball out top. Hembry with it in the corner. What a play by Long. Will Briggs back in the game for Moon. Long for three, no good. Rebound, Jadrnicek. Will with the shot. It is good. 6:10 to go.
Hits it. Hembry.
And that's Hembry for a three. And we have a timeout on the court, and we're going to do the same thing. We'll be back right after these messages.
True fans know that success in basketball is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockard Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. We're proud to support companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. If you want to protect your home, auto, farm, or business, you want Ohio Mutual on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual. True.
All right, we're back.
Back here at Wellston High School, Coach Jim Darrow Court, Michael Gray on Bub Norris. Vikings on top, 55-36 your score. Rockets have been around, sticking around, 19-point ball game at the moment. Jackson with the ball, guarded by Sharp at half court. Jackson takes it to the rack. Nope, passes it to Briggs, and we have a foul on the play. Folks, we have a special guest for you right now. Stay tuned right here with us.
So with me, I'll let him get the headset on here, is head coach of the Vinton County Vikings, TJ Carper. Coach Carper, how's it going, man?
It's going great, man. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So
yeah, watching a little bit of basketball. This is great.
So obviously, you guys finished what, 9-3 this year? 9-2.
9-2.
9-2. 9-2. Of course, had that loss against Gallia Academy in the second round of the playoffs, right?
First round.
First round.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm a little off, but no, great season by the Vikings this year.
Thank you.
Picked up TVC title.
Yep.
I know when we talked when you first came in, your goal was, one, to start competing amongst yourselves, then to start competing against everybody else.
Right.
Well, I think you've accomplished that. So, what are your feelings for next year?
Man, we'll have a young team next year. We'll have about 10 or 11 seniors. All of them have played, but for the most part, we're going to rely on some juniors and some sophomores, to lead the way, and the seniors are going to carry the torch. But it's going to be a fun year.
Yeah.
And the fun thing about seasons like this is, you had a senior class that graduates this year that has showed them how to do things the right way.
Yeah.
And so they have the template, they have a blueprint. All they have to do is just follow it. And I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be
sure.
fun. It's going to be fun and eventful, but we'll.
So who are you looking at for next year coming back to step into some roles? Maybe Garrett Brown leaving and some other guys. So who you got stepping up?
Man, well, right now, Lane Habron's kind of taking the lead, in the backfield. He was great for us last year. I mean, he could have easily been an All-Ohio selection, but over 1,000 all-purpose yards. I think he rushed for like 600 and had a bunch of receiving yards. I think over 500 receiving yards and about 7 or 8 touchdowns there. But, he's leading the charge right now, and he's just doing a lot of the things you want him to do in the offseason. He's wrestling, working out, and just trying to get better. Then, on our offensive line, we returned 3 starters, Luke Dimmel, Wyatt Channel, and Zach Ramsey. And then we'll have Bowen Ward step up, and he got very limited reps last year as he got hurt throughout the season. But offensively, I trust all those guys to step up and make some plays for us this year and to repeat what we did last year. But on the defensive side, Brandon Madison, great kid. Lane Danner, another great kid, solid kid. And that's really where we're going to have a lot of turnover is on the defensive side of the ball. But
you guys were strong on the defensive side of the ball last year. Now, as far as coaching staff, everything staying the same? Any changes there?
Most is staying the same. We'll have everybody back. I think that Coach Phillips is going to take a step back this year from defensive coordinator. But everybody else is going to stay the same. Coach Phillips will be there to kind of be in a support role for us.
For sure.
And but we look to have the same guys and have the same energy and have the same, we just work really well together.
Yeah.
There's not too many staffs that can, you can call up one night and say, hey, come over and let's talk ball and eat some wings or whatever, So,
for sure.
But there's a great group of guys, and I love each and every one of them, man.
Absolutely. Well, football season's just around the corner, so
Yeah.
actually it seems like football season never stops anymore.
Oh yeah, it's an all year thing, man. It's all year. It's crazy.
You're doing a tremendous job down there, Coach,
appreciate
and
that.
We look forward to covering you guys again next
Thanks,
year.
man. Appreciate
so
you,
thanks
man.
for coming on for just a minute and talking, and we'll get the headset back to Bub there, and good luck next year, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Vikes.
Welcome back.
3:12 to go in this one, 67-38, all Vikings second half. As Coach Kite making mass substitutions, which great move as you don't want to get any of your players hurt going into tournament time.
Yeah.
Good move on his part.
The Vikings came in and did work. It looks like Bennett's coming out for the night. And maybe going to try to get Rockets going to try to get their other senior that's out there maybe out of the game here in just a minute. But Bennett.
Sharp finishes the play, 68-38, 30-point ball game. And as you can see, the experience level of the Vikings, of their program, just able to pull away. I
Absolutely.
mean, the Rockets done as well as they could do tonight with their youth up against a very good Viking team, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and to be real honest, this Viking team is going to make a deep run this year in the tournament. Barring a catastrophe or a bad game, these guys are 13, 14 guys deep as a team, which is impressive.
.256 to go. Mass substitutions in the game for the Vikings. We'll try to get you those young men in there right now. For the Vikings, you have number 12. That's Ian Moeller. Number 13, Reynolds. Number 10, that would be Aiden Woodyard.
Yeah, Mr. Aiden.
Number 14, David Holsinger. And number 11, Parker Schonborn.
Yeah. I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Aiden Woodgear. He is my cousin Nick's stepson. Great kid. Glad to see him out there on the court.
Moon with the ball. Looks like they're trying to get the ball to Weber.
Yeah, they want to get him a
score.
shot. There it is.
There you go. Oh! Almost in and out. Rockets going to try to get the ball back to the senior.
Yep, they've been trying to get him points just about all year.
For another three.
No good. That's about what we're going to see in the last. Oh, and we got a nosebleed. But, Bub, I just had something sent to me. And I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But the TVC conference starting next year, Vinton County, Athens, Jackson, Warren, Gallipolis, Logan. Then another conference, Meigs, River Valley, Wellston, Trimble, Alexander, Oak Hill. Southern, Eastern, Waterford, Belpre, Federal, Hocking, and Miller in another one. So a 3-division conference.
That sounds like the Big Ten.
That is
schools from all over the country.
That's coming from the source that I'm getting it from is reliable, but I'm not sure about the source he's getting it from. I do know Oak Hill petitioned to be in the TVC, but
someone brought that to my attention today. Actually, about have you heard this? And I said no, I really haven't heard a whole lot about it. So. Weber again.
Hits
it! He scored. How about that? Michael Weber. The toe. Michael the Toe Weber for the Rockets.
Great kicker for the Rockets for the past 4 years.
Over and back is the call. Again, for the Rockets, we have in Michael Weber, and they're going to give him his due diligence as he gets a standing ovation as he goes off the court as a senior. Great thing to do, Coach Briggs, bringing a sub in to recognize Weber.
And I believe that's Michael Weber's first varsity basketball points of his career. 1-year player, we should add, just came on and played this year.
You got to respect kids for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Knowing that they're not going to get to play a lot, but come out just to play and add some depth to the team.
Yeah, but I think Weber is I don't know. I think in the NBA you call him a locker room guy. All the guys like him. He's a good kid to have on your team. and I believe that's why he came out this year. So glad he gets his moment there, score some points.
68-40 your score. Been all Vikings second half.
Got a foul on Rylan Long. I think that's just fouling so they could get Will Briggs out of the game. And sure there's going to be a long hug at the end of the bench there.
One thing for sure about it tonight, Michael, the Rockets gave it everything that they had,
did.
left everything
They
on
did.
the court. Vinton County was just a better ball club, and give credit where credit's due. Coach Kite's done an amazing job with his kids and with his really 7-8 players that he can just run in at you at any time, and just a really good ball club. As you mentioned earlier, you can anticipate them to make a pretty good run in this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, barring what you said, any catastrophe, they're going to have to come. They're going to run into some stiffer competition along the way. They may get the first round, second round through okay. Third round's going to get a little tougher at the condo. So, but we certainly wish the Vikings the best the rest of the way, and Coach Kite and his crew, and Coach Briggs with his guys played their hearts out tonight, gave it everything that they had.
The depth of the Vikings is what makes the difference in this game.
Sure, absolutely.
So
Rockets got in some foul trouble there late in the second quarter, and the Vikings were able to pull away. Folks, that's going to do it, 68-40. We're going to send it back to a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be back to wrap this thing up.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Lockard Insurance, Buckeye Construction and Restoration, SF Restoration, Steel Isle Construction, Strickland Sales, McWilliams Funeral, the Patio Grubs and Suds, Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce, DDF Seamless Gutters, Precision One Masonry, Spring Street Sports, and Corrine Smith Photography.
Welcome back here for one final time this year. Wellston Golden Rockets go down to the Vinton County Vikings by the score of 68-40. Again, Michael, the Rockets, we knew they were going to have to play their best game of the year. They played as well as they could play. I thought they played hard. Again, they made some turnovers. The young kids made turnovers, and that's going to happen.
It is.
The better these kids get, the more floor time that they get and so forth, they'll just keep getting better.
Yeah.
And for the Vikings, I mean, what can you say? They're loaded, very well coached, play very well together. They see the open man in the paint, pass the ball very well, shoot the ball very well, high speed intensity. They're just all over the place. So take your hat off to the Vikings for a great game here tonight and a great season.
If I can be real honest, I think the Rockets have a lot to look forward to on the basketball court. You know, of course, we had Kyan Irvin over the past few years, who is a tremendous player that is going to make any team better. But as far as a team as a whole goes, we're in a really good spot, I think, going into next year. Of course, they still get their tournament game. They'll get a sectional champs. I don't have the bracket in front of me, but they play somewhere. I think they're one of the lower seed teams, so they'll have a tough out in the tournament. But they have a lot to look forward to coming up next year. And the Vikings, I'm sure, will be reloaded as they look to make a tournament run this year. But, folks, real quick, I want to take a moment and thank all of our sponsors personally, each and every one of them. Thank you so much. They support not one but three communities: Oak Hill football, Vinton County basketball and football, Wellston basketball and football. That money goes to paying for all of that and supporting everything that we try to do for the community, for everyone who can't make it out to the games for any reason. We hope to continue it in the future, but just thank you to each and every one of our sponsors. They've been listed throughout here. You see them in the top right of the screen. If you can, for any reason, for any service, try to use those businesses as they support us. So we would love to support them and everything that they do. So, Bub, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts is, well, let's get out during tournament action. No better thing in the winter than high school tournament basketball. So it's going to be exciting the next few weeks to see how far both of these teams will go in the tournament. As you already mentioned, we want to thank everybody, again, all the sponsors for making this possible, and for all the fans that tune in to have to painfully listen to us. But anyway, we want to thank everybody once again. So we're going to wrap it up here tonight.
Yep.
For Michael Gray, and I'm Bub Norris, saying good night. God bless. God bless America, everybody.